These are the 8 reasons why Andrew Tate is innocent. In this list, we'll explain why the media is so focused on making the Tate brothers look like villains.
The Matrix has attacked me.
Number 8. Innocent until proven guilty. The presumption of innocence is the right of anyone investigated or accused of a criminal offense to be presumed innocent, until proven guilty by a final judgment after a fair trial. Despite this, the media treated the Tate brothers as criminals before their arrest. However, this is no accident. Agents of the Matrix have been trying for years to destroy Andrew Tate in every way possible. They have shut down his social networks and bank accounts and have wanted to silence him because he is one of the few public figures who speak out against those who control the world. Now that the Tate brothers have become a threat, members of the Matrix have come up with an excuse to put them behind bars. Unfortunately, thousands are making money at the expense of Andrew's image and mental health. So they have set up a media circus to smear him and push for his imprisonment, despite the lack of evidence that he has committed any crime. However, as long as the presumption of innocence exists, the Tate brothers have the right to be considered innocent until proven guilty. Number 7. He was arrested despite the lack of evidence. One of the strangest things about the Tate brothers' case is that they were arrested despite a lack of evidence. In fact, there is no hard evidence to prove that the Tate brothers forced women into prostitution through violence and coercion, or that Andrew raped a woman. The Romanian police relied solely on a few audios taken out of context to pass Andrew off as a criminal. But beyond that, there is no proof that the Tate brothers committed any of these crimes. In fact, considering they have dated hundreds of public women and influencers throughout their lives, their alleged sociopathic natures should have come to light long ago. Despite this, all the women the Tate brothers have associated with throughout their lives have come out to defend them, claiming the allegations are false. These women have shared hundreds of hours, flights, and hotels and lived under the same roof with both brothers. Unfortunately, there is an outrageous reason why the Romanian police are seeking to have the Tate brothers jailed at all costs. Number 6. Romania is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. As you may well know, Romania is currently one of the most corrupt countries in the world. According to the 2022 Corruption Perceptions Index, only Bulgaria and Hungary are more corrupt among the 27 countries that make up the European Union. That's why the Romanian police and government are looking for an excuse to jail the Tate brothers and take all their money. The Tate brothers have one of the largest fortunes in the world. They have exclusive cars and watches that are more expensive than the wealth of many millionaires. Unfortunately, their controversial views make them the perfect target for agents of the Matrix. That is why there is a possibility that the Romanian police and government have staged this whole circus to steal everything they have. Number 5. We live in a society where women are believed in more than men. It took a false rape accusation to put world heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson behind bars. And it took far less to imprison the 2 most influential men on the internet. Sadly, we live in a society where as soon as a woman accuses a man of a crime as severe as sexual abuse, the judiciary and the media condemn the accused before he is investigated. We have hundreds of similar cases of innocent men arrested for crimes they had not committed, but no one wanted to believe them because of their sex. This is one of the things the Tate brothers have been trying to warn us about for so long. Therefore, the Tate brothers may remain behind bars until the case is resolved. But meanwhile, there is no guarantee that those responsible for indirectly accusing them will be punished. That's why many women take advantage of this mistake of modern society to destroy the lives of men they don't like or see as vulnerable, and be financially rewarded for it. Number 4. Andrew Tate's paranoia was justified. If Andrew suspected that he would be put in jail for a crime he recently committed, it would make sense that he would be so paranoid. Yet, there was no way for Andrew to know that he would be charged for allegedly committing a crime supposedly committed a decade ago. Despite this, Andrew knew that most of the media sought to destroy him for helping men awaken and criticizing governments, and the society we live in. His controversial statements made him a public enemy of those brainwashed by the media. And now that they have an excuse to tarnish his name, they are trying to hurt him and his loved ones. In other words, Andrew Tate could foresee this situation and try to warn us years ago.
The Matrix is trying to frame me, but God knows the truth. There's no evidence in my files. I've done nothing wrong.
He has even stated that he would never commit suicide for fear of being murdered. Interestingly, we know of similar cases of millionaires who were found dead in their cells after claiming over and over again that they would never take their own lives. The best-known case is financial tycoon Jeffrey Epstein, who turned up dead in his cell under strange circumstances that were never explained. But unlike Jeffrey Epstein, Andrew Tate had never been accused of a sex crime. This brings us to the next reason why the allegations against Andrew Tate make no sense. Number 3, he does not have a criminal past. One of the reasons why Andrew Tate could never have committed a crime of this nature is because he has no criminal past. As you may know, most rapists and sociopaths are characterized as repeat offenders. The mind of a rapist functions very differently from that of the average person. In fact, most studies prove that rapists are unrecoverable and will not stop choosing a new victim until they die. If that were the case, Andrew would be one of the biggest sex criminals in the world. He can contact any woman and meet her no matter where she is from. However, it would be impossible for such a public and famous person to lead such a life for so long. The Tate brothers are 24 hours a day being recorded by cameras. Even before becoming internet celebrities, both brothers had participated in reality shows and had prosperous fighting careers. Despite this, neither of the brothers has ever been accused of committing any crime against a woman until now. That is why the media would have already found something to trash their images years ago, if that were the case. But since they found nothing, they had to make up a case that would allow them to jeopardize the freedom of the most searched man on Google. Number 2, his ex-girlfriends have come out to defend him. After the controversy erupted, many of Andrew Tate's exes defended him, claiming he was a nice and respectful man. Even his closest girlfriends claim he is a good friend and would never hurt anyone unless in a fight. If Andrew Tate were the kind of criminal that the agents of the Matrix would have us believe, many of these women should have been victims of Tate's alleged violence against them. However, no one who knows the Tate brothers has anything negative to say against them. Not even those outside their family circle. Number 1, the Matrix wants to destroy him. One of the most powerful things in the world is influence. And currently, the tycoon is one of the most influential people among the male youth. That's why if he wanted to, he could run for president or turn an unknown brand into an international success overnight. This is one of the reasons why the servants of the Matrix are so afraid of Andrew and his brother. You can print money but can't create influence out of thin air. It takes time, effort, and a valid message to touch people's hearts. And that's something the Tate brothers have accomplished where all others have failed. For this reason, the agents of the Matrix are so frightened of the figure of Andrew. They know he has the money to create his own social network, away from the influence and brainwashing of the world's significant political figures, open his own television station, and inform people of a truth no one wants them to know. It is no coincidence that all of Andrew Tate's social networks were banned. First, they decided to censor him, then jail him.
You get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3 is they kill you.
And now, as he rests in a cell, isolated from his loved ones, they may try to take his life. If more people began to wake up and discover the dark truth of this world, no one would allow the world's leaders to continue to trample on our rights. So to prevent this from happening, they need to imprison or silence any influential person who speaks out against them. That is why we believe that the Tate brothers were unjustly arrested for messing with powerful people who prefer to remain anonymous. If you enjoyed this top 8, check out these other videos, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when we upload more amazing content.